Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Level Up Cleveland. This week, we have the Brute Squad. That's right. We have Sonny Alvarado, lead singer. We have Chris Vidler, who is the bass player.
Right.
That's you.
We have Steve Metcalf on drums.
Mostly on Adderall sometimes.
Pretty much always on Adderall.
Or
we're having
for
problems.
everyone, that's a good thing.
It keeps everything right.
Yes.
Adderall keeps everything
Yes,
right.
and my house is very, very clean.
Clean?
Very clean.
Adderall instantly turns you into an OCD kind of a person, right?
Well,
It's
he was already
instantaneous.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you're
his wife
OCD
helped, too.
on Adderall.
Well, yeah, I have a lot of letters after my name. But typically between, without it, and you go to Costco with your family, they're lost. I'm doing taxes, I'm looking at this, doing that, and I don't know where the hell I am. So it's blah, 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 blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's non-Adderall. I'm sorry, guys, when I forget.
He does forget sometimes. His wife has to make a special trip.
Oh, like when I have Depends diapers on sometimes. Without that special trip, it's another special trip. Just saying.
All right. Well, let's talk about one more thing, first of all. Aaron Dahl is a guitar player.
Yeah.
And Aaron couldn't be here today.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
So we wanted to just say hi to Aaron. What's up,
What's
Aaron?
up?
Love you, bro.
All right. So you guys, the Brute Squad, are basically a punk band, right? I mean, that's what it is. And you'll take sometimes songs that everybody knows and you'll just punk them out, man, and make them more what you guys do.
Right. We had, this is Chris's brainchild.
Oh, so you started this whole thing?
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah. And
How long ago was that?
Oh, man. How long ago was that?
well, we got together in 2018.
18, yeah.
Okay.
And Chris has been thinking about it for a while, but we all played out in cover bands and played the classic rock stuff, and we were just looking at it like, all right, we're getting older, we're all in our 40s. What our generation wants to hear something different than Down by the River for the 15th fucking time, you know what I mean? So
When I had this idea, I just wanted to do shit that I wanted to do.
Yeah. You're always in bands doing stuff
I'm in two other bands, and
Still.
they're great. Don't get me wrong, but dude, there's so many times I can play, Brown Eyed Girl.
Right.
You know
right,
what I mean?
right. Yeah. And even though that's a bass song. So that's what I mean. So you're in I've been in bands too, and I noticed that happens too. I've been in bands and I've never been in the one I really want to be in. Ever.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
I never. I've always been in a classic rock band, which I love classic rock. I loved everything I did.
Same here.
And the truth of the matter is, I find that while I'm doing some of that stuff, I'm like, oh wow, that was cool. I never thought I would love
absolutely.
that song.
I mean,
you know what
when
I
I have
mean?
my bass in my hand and I'm playing, I'm having a good time.
No matter what.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And we still incorporate a lot of that stuff in. We do the Stones. Clash is punkish, but it's getting to be classic rock now.
Yeah, it is.
They're at the forefront of it.
They're on 98.
Yeah.
Right.
So we do a lot of that. John Mellencamp. We do one of his songs. So
So how does that happen? So you guys what songs make it? What songs don't? Do you guys?
A good song's a good song, right?
Yeah. So
Let's make it our own.
So is that what it is? You guys is it something you have to all collaboratively agree on? Say, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Oh, let's do it.
we'll text each other back and forth, and it's like, oh, we should do this.
Is there a
And
song
then-
you're hearing on the radio
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something? You're
yeah.
like, oh,
Right.
I listen to oldie stations all the time, riding around with my kids, and a lot of good songs that end up being good punk songs. It's weird, but are 60s rock songs.
Pop.
Yeah,
punk was pop.
Yep.
That's what it was, man. It was
so it's
short,
those short,
concise.
right, basic songs, and we could flip that around. So
Well, and that completely lends itself to live, right? I mean, playing 2 and 3 minute songs, people love that. I mean, you're even seeing more and more now these bands that just play 45-minute sets and never take a break, and they just wing 1 2 minute
Right.
segment into another
Yep.
one. We've had a couple on here. Tricky Dick, Old School does it.
Right.
They're that's what's because live. People have no attention spans.
right.
Right.
So you can get in there, you get one in, get one out, get one in, get one out.
And this being the drummer, right? I just count. So Chris knows music better than me, right? And he'll go, "Hey, wait a minute. This bass line is the same as this song. we can take this and twist it into this.
Right.
And he'll pull that out of nowhere where, I'm just counting. That, I don't know that. Mostly and fast. But that's where this came from, is Chris telling me, twist it this way. Let's do this. Let's roll it into that. And that's turned into a lot of fun.
So you guys are actually finding the songs that sound alike in some ways, that have similarities, and going, oh, we can turn this into this, and kind of like weave these things together.
Yeah,
it's like mashing, right? That's what's mashing.
They end up on the, they end up on the same note. We're going into that next song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, it's seamless sometimes, but that's what we do. And then we have a couple songs where we basically stop in the middle of the song and go into a whole different other song. We do 1985 was a song that Bowling for Soup did.
Yeah.
And we do that song, and he talks about Breakfast Club and everything in the middle of the song, and we just break into "Don't You Forget About Me" right in the middle of the damn song.
That's
and,
great.
and some people like it, and some people don't, but it's fun. And,
Yeah,
and it breaks up the song a little
It
bit.
does, and it's fun for us. But again, people don't really pay attention.
No.
So like, oh yeah, I like this song. Oh, I like this song too. Not even knowing we switched in the middle.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But then
That's
we'll go
fine,
back
too.
to the song.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's because none of that's important when you're playing live. All that matters is that people leave. When they leave, they're like, dude, that was fucking awesome.
Right.
That's it.
My job is to entertain.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it, man.
That's what I'm getting paid to go out and do. But if I can have fun in the meantime,
Well, yeah,
that's
man.
key.
100% true. 100%.
So I'm the newest guy in the band. Chris and Sonny have known them the most. I knew Aaron, the guitar player, and they called me and said, hey, look, I played in punk bands with Aaron. And he said, here's this concept that Chris came up with. Let's not play the same crap that everyone else plays, right? Let's do things that are from our genre, in our era, that everyone loves. And I go, well, like what? Because I'm younger than these guys. He goes,
What?
yeah.
I'm the youngest.
Have you seen my hair? And
why I wear a hat.
And he goes, the Tony Hawk video game. And I'm like, wait a
my
minute, what are you
God.
talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, listen. So my daughters went crazy for this game.
Okay.
This game was played at my house for the Ramones. Constantly, that song was played. What's great?
Misfits,
Wow.
Eagles Dare.
Yes, dude. Like that's how my kids know all that music.
Yeah.
right.
Mill and Cowan, right? Some of these things I don't
That's
know.
so funny. Yeah, that's the game, because the game was nonstop. It was like constantly being played. So I heard that music constantly. That's cool.
And the best is we're at a bar, and all of a sudden I'm the guy in the back, and I don't know it as much. And some guy in the back will go, yeah, from that game. And they look at each other and they get, yeah. And I just see, all I see is Chris's ass and his back of his head most of the
It's a
shit.
good shot.
Yeah, it's nice.
I turn
I'll-
around and look at him sometimes.
We'll be in between, and Chris will give me this look like, fucking told you. That's how that is. And that's it. His what he bred in his mind was like, this is the next thing, right? Sure, brown-eyed girl, hit me with your best shot. We get that. But this is where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Because the older people are staying home, and the new generation are coming out. And that's what they want to hear.
So is that what you're saying, though? And you guys are kind of going with the times? Kind of like all the great bands like the Stones? Like as times changed, they changed a little
Yeah, I don't think we'll do disco though.
Well, I know.
I don't know.
Why
But
not,
we
though?
do-
You can punk
hey,
out
what
a
do we
disco
do?
song.
Walking on sunshine, right? That's kind of
Yeah.
disco enough.
I don't know.
But
I mean, I think you could probably do anything
anything.
and take it to that.
All right,
Yeah.
listen, I draw the line at ABBA.
But it sure would be funny
We
if
have
you
to
could do
drop it.
that one.
We have to drop that
All right,
way
listen.
down.
You come out, I'll do it.
You do
for
an
you.
ABBA song?
Yeah.
Bee Gees,
I'll have to come out and check out ABBA.
Yeah.
Punk ABBA.
Punk
That would be great, though.
Pabba.
I mean, people like punk country road, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or punk what's Jolene.
Yeah.
You do that.
Dancing Queen Punk would be interesting.
That would be hilarious.
That's fast. That would be,
it already has that kind of like, it lends
it-
itself to it a little
it's
bit.
16th notes. Yeah.
So, dude, playing punk, it's not easy.
No.
On a drummer.
No, it's hard.
yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys do a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, the best part is I'll be in a show and I'm like, can we play a slow one? They're like, oh yeah, here's some Blink 182. This is coming at you.
Yeah.
Or hey, let's do this one. And the best is I'll look over at Chris, and basically on the floor by his feet are just broken picks. They're either stripped
Right.
down, ripped down, because he's burning through it.
No shit.
Yeah,
To
that
me-
happens.
Yeah, and his forearms are like, oh oh yeah. So
Well, that's the funny thing. Like I said, I play in 2 other bands. This is the only one I use a pick in,
Oh, because the speed. Because you got to get the speed up, man.
and the sound.
Yeah, right. No shit. That's cool though.
Yeah,
is.
and half of the time, Steve plays faster than the actual song.
That's true too.
Drummers never do that. Live.
tempo, yeah. No.
I'm just like, it's bad when I'm like trying to just like skip through words just so I can keep up with them.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
Aaron will turn around and he'll be like, dude, I can't keep up, man. And Aaron's played in, Aaron's played in Ramon's band. Aaron played with Marky Ramone. Aaron played in, if you ever heard a band, Fuck You Pay Me. He's
Urba.
He played with them, with Tony Urba.
Yeah, I did see that he played with Marky Ramone.
Yeah, so
I did see that.
Our hardest part is selling what we do, because people like
it's
bar owners see punk.
Dude, I had a bar owner tell me it didn't fit his demographic.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, what is your demographic?
Well, the thing about it is that like, I think what you guys are doing though is more, it's pop.
Yeah.
It is.
So if you can sell it as this, right? Like you can do this. You can say what we do is pop. With like it's got a punky flair or that kind of thing to it.
High energy pop.
And then come out and do what the hell you do. But I mean, like in the selling part of it, Pat is the one that turned me on to punk in general, right?
Way to go, Pat.
I had
Smart man
Thanks,
there.
buddy.
Love you, Pat.
right. I had all that like the basic knowledge of what I knew and stuff like anybody did. But Pat's the one that was like, no, listen to this. Now check this out. The Clash, Ramones for sure.
Sure. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing he did point out to me always is these are pop songs, dude. It's what they
Absolutely.
are. They're short. They're catchy. They all have hooks. They are hooks. These
Right.
songs are hooks. That's what they are.
I mean,
Because,
look at the
they are
Ramones.
hooks, and London's Calling. Was it London Calling? London Calling. Whatever that album is.
Yeah.
When I listen to that album, that's what that album is. It's one pop song after the other,
It
pop
is.
song after the other, pop song, and it
Right.
just never. It seems like it never ends.
And his his angle was just I'm mad and I'm angry and screw the queen. And,
Yeah.
But it's the same stuff. Look at the words. It's just twisted.
And it's danceable stuff. Some of it. I mean, like people can literally. You can really enjoy this music. It's not what people think it really is. If it's only what you want it to be. One thing about punk rock is it can be whatever you want it to be. If a bunch of dudes want to thrash themselves around a room and do it, and that's what they get from it, it can be that. But it doesn't have to be that.
And I think that's what scares the bar owners.
Yes, totally does.
Like, dude, I'm not.
They think their bars are going to get torn
We
apart.
try to like put this like party pop punk
I think it's
cover
cool.
band like label on us, so when we talk to bar owners, they're not as scared of it. But once we even have people like, you got to play this place. It's like, are you there all the time? Tell them. Tell them you want us to play that place, because I've been reaching out to these people for months and they're not getting back to me.
It's not that you guys are being picky and choosy.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
got to find the venues who will take you out and
Yeah.
say, give me a chance. Like,
Absolutely.
watch what we do.
Well, and, we played Lakewood. We played the Mercury Lounge.
Mercury Music Lounge.
Yeah, and we were there, and people just started rolling in, and some guy named Ian just rolls in, and he's like, "Brute Squad!" And
Squad
just
the whole
started-
time.
and just texting people, "Come on, back up!" And people started showing up because they were like, "Hey, look, this is different."
Well,
And-
Lakewood's got a great punk scene.
Absolutely.
Well, and not even that. It's even the pseudo punk people. Just regular people coming through. They're like, "Hey, I love Blink. I love this. Oh, wait a minute, you're playing Goldfinger. What's
you're
this
playing
song
Green
here?
Day.
Hey,
Like
hey,
everybody likes Green Day. I mean, they
Well,
didn't
yeah,
sell
see,
that many freaking records.
And that's what you guys got going for you also is that 90s or 2000s, that punk scene that hit the pop
Right.
world, when
Right,
the Green
right.
Day got big and
Yeah.
the Offspring, all them. You guys can kind of play off of that also,
Sure.
which
Right.
is what everyone's really familiar with
Yep.
right
Right.
now, and still have the fun with playing our old classic rock songs and giving it the Brute Squad
yeah.
business, right?
This is like my guilty pleasure band.
Kind of
right?
cool, man. It really is cool.
I get to pick all my favorites.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, we do
We get
like
to do them.
Social
Bastardize
D.
them the way you want.
Well, not even that. I mean,
like we do face to face.
Yeah.
We do Dramaramas, anything like
and I
that's
don't
our
play
that's
those.
what we end every one of our shows with. And like I'm telling you, my wife has never heard that song before. She just heard it, like we practice at my house. She hears us practicing it. It's like one of her favorite songs now.
Yeah.
I got my kids. My kids love Rancid songs. My kids love Pet Cemetery by Ramones. That's like their favorite freaking song.
Right.
Yeah,
because they're cool songs.
Yeah.
People,
Right.
and you know, it's happened over the years since that music was out. Is so much other music has now come down the pike that people's ears have adjusted to different kinds of vocals,
Right.
different kind of things now. So punk isn't as crazy as it used to be to
Right.
people. It's more mainstream.
Then
now.
we have these. We have these. We'll have like the lady crowd come out and like we're playing Paul Abdul. Yeah, like we do Paul
playing-
Abdul straight up, and I'm telling you, every time we play that song, we have so many ladies dancing.
Yeah.
We got that. We're doing Outcast.
Yeah.
So you're doing hip hop also, and
Yes.
and putting your spin on that.
But then
stuff.
we'll throw like some 41. So some of Sonny's background is he had a rap.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Sonny was in a hip hop.
Yeah.
He did a little hip hop,
Yeah, I
some
did
fusion.
But the thing is, he can do it, and not a lot of guys can throw rap in there. So we'll do a Sum 41 song, and he's just spitting it out.
Oh, so you even throw those parts in there, and you can do all that stuff. So you guys
Yeah.
can really kind of like get the essence of the tune.
Yeah.
So nobody doesn't know what song you're playing,
Right.
Right.
But this isn't the version you know,
And
right?
Right.
And Chris is going, okay, here's the
really
bar.
cool.
We're going to twist this. We're going to move these up. We're going to move these back. You know, we'll throw My Chemical Romance in. Hey, here's that 20s,
We never
30
throw
growth.
that song in.
We did a few times.
All right,
did it
that's
twice.
We did it twice.
And the
I hate
best
that
part
song.
of this whole band is their job is to bust my balls the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
The whole show.
Yeah.
They'll turn lyrics and go, you know, fuck Steve, or, you know,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
That's the way. Hey,
Now,
gotta have that. kind of
Anything
stuff.
with me in it is Steve.
Yeah, it turns it, which is not good. Well,
And anything that like ends with the O is Chris's toe.
yeah, yeah.
So you-
Or Chris's toe is missing. If anything says missing, it's Chris's toe is missing.
Now we've had wedding parties show up, which of course we're gonna play, you know, anti-wedding songs because that's the point. Yeah, we're gonna play White
Wedding,
Wedding,
Fight
ball,
for your right to party.
ball and chain,
Ball and chain.
right? Like, hey buddy, this is great, congratulations, this is the beginning. The cake's been smashed in your face. Now you're the ball and chain. And now at that same show, I think the cops got called on us twice
Oh my
on that
gosh.
show.
Every time we play a spot in Elyria. Every time we play there, the cops get called on us.
And it's strictly because the bass is too loud. Is the call?
Yeah, right. The funny thing is, the first time they got called, it was a guy sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
call the. They call the.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah, he was probably upset. It was probably an old timer, like, they're taking over my bar.
He was
What the
bitching.
hell?
He was basically bitching to the bartender because we weren't playing what he wanted to hear.
Oh wow! What a weird way. That's the world we live in now.
Right.
You don't get your own way, you call the police.
Yeah.
Or you hit fast forward on Spotify or whatever.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
instant. You need
Right.
instant gratification.
Right, exactly.
What my job, like my self-appointed job, is to pick somebody out.
In the crowd.
Yeah, and like I see that they're into it, and I just stay with them the whole day and make them the center of attention, and people love that.
Eat it up.
They eat it up. So
Yeah.
like
Who was that chick at Solid Gold that
yeah,
fell down?
Dorothy.
Oh,
Dorothy.
Dorothy at Solid.
And then you remember them afterwards.
Yeah.
That's
Dorothy at Solid Gold, she was probably in her 50s. She had a blast, and it was all about Dorothy. It was all about Dorothy. Dorothy, you know what I mean? Like, Dorothy, what do you want to hear? I want to hear the Stones. All right, here we're doing Get Off of My Cloud, you know? And she's loving it and everything. But then we played, what was it? Hey Ya by Outcast.
Yes.
Because we punked that up a little bit. And we're playing that, and she takes a nosedive into the bar stool.
yes.
dude.
Right in front of the
Oh,
two,
my
right in
goodness.
front of the two lesbian girls that were dancing together
Yeah.
the whole night. And
The whole night.
They were
I
their
have
own
video
little
footage.
sideshow, which was nice, you know. And they're like, "Oh, what's the next song? Boobs? I don't know." And Dorothy's going, and she face plants.
Oh,
And
that was bad.
Dorothy.
yeah, we
Dorothy.
love-
Dorothy
yeah.
was gone not long at
Yeah.
like 15 minutes. She was embarrassed.
that was
Yeah.
that.
I tried to talk her up, you know,
The end of
like, hey,
Dorothy.
we all fall. I fall.
Nope.
I've tripped up the stage before after I jumped off of it.
That happened.
Did Dorothy get up after that fall and click her heels together 3 times?
No.
Hope that
Well, I
was
mean,
well.
she did end up going home, so probably.
Yeah. Love you, Dorothy.
Yeah, Dorothy. We had Jeff, the guy that comes out every time. It
Oh,
was
you have
his-
like a regulars?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it was his birthday one night.
And Jeff is a straight-laced guy,
Yeah.
like button-up shirt.
Tucked in,
yeah.
button-up shirt.
Listen,
Like-
you know Jeff's having a good time when his shirt comes
Yeah.
untucked.
Yeah, or at least 1 or 2 buttons down. And super straight-laced guy.
Wow.
Very. And all of a sudden it's his birthday, and Sonny is just busting his shit the whole time.
Yeah, I see him walk in, and I knew it was Jeff's birthday, and I'm like, oh, you fucking Jeff, you're going to eat it tonight, man.
And then what happens is he does that for people, and then the whole bar keys in. Like, Jeff, we love
Jeff,
you.
and
Right.
like they're all cheering on Jeff because he had his shirt tucked in, and I'm like, untuck your shirt. It's your fucking birthday. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, man, loosen up.
Loosen
Right.
up. Come on.
It's your birthday.
Is it his job or what? Like, what is this just his way?
It's his makeup. Yeah, it's just who he is. But his because he's got that's just straight up haircut. He's not pushing the edges, but all of a sudden he gets it. Maybe a few drinks in.
Is Jeff an accountant?
Jeff,
No, he
he
was.
had a
should be.
blast.
He looks like an accountant. That's what he does.
Totally does.
Yeah.
Jeff works for a city. Jeff's a good guy.
Yeah.
But he is very straightforward.
Oh.
But he ended up at the end of the night. I mean, Jeff's is in the middle of the floor, like just with his arms up in the air, screaming. He had a blast on his birthday,
Untucked, unbuttoned.
untucked, unbuttoned shirt,
And so when you guys are doing this too, is all the rest of the place responding to Jeff also?
Oh, yeah.
So that everyone
Fuck
starts
yeah.
fucking with Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's
and
like,
it's all in fun.
yeah, that's
There's
what I
no-
mean. That's what I mean, though. In jest. though.
But they're
Yeah.
buying Jeff. It's Jeff's birthday.
Yeah,
They're buying
now
Jeff.
everybody
drinks.
knows.
Buying us drinks.
so anybody that
you know?
has a birthday, the best thing to do would come to your gig on their birthday
Oh, yeah,
and
sure.
let them,
We'll play.
it's their birthday.
You ever see that Simpsons episode? I don't know if you guys are into Simpsons, but you ever see the Simpsons episode where the Ramones played Mr. Burns' birthday
the
and they
Ramones,
sang Happy Birthday to him? We play that version
Oh,
of Happy
excellent.
Birthday.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea.
And again, it's that twist.
is.
It is because people remember it.
Well, yeah, and it's
and if
it's,
they don't, who cares? It's still awesome.
it's the Ramones version of Happy
Right,
Birthday.
right.
I mean, that's what you guys, the Ramones are like. Oh,
Yeah.
Now we'll do requests. It's not our favorite thing, but some guy like
Monetary.
monetary.
monetary requests.
Oh, do you have a jar up there too? That's like
No,
No, we
I
don't,
should.
but we got to put it out there.
a request jar.
We just played the Best Damn Tacos
In
in North
Olmsted?
Olmsted.
Oh,
They got a pretty nice setup in there.
no
But
kidding. Is it good? I know that just opened up recently, right?
It's been there for a little,
Yeah.
like
Has
a
it been?
couple years.
The old
yeah.
Steak
it
and
been that
Stone.
long?
It was good.
I heard it was really good.
But
I did hear-
he just like put the system in, which was he's like, you want to play, and I'm like, yeah, you got your own system. I don't have to drag my PA everywhere.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's great.
Fuck yeah, I want to play.
Are there another one that gives you the door, or they pay you?
No, we had
Flat.
number figured out.
Yeah. And
And they fed us.
I'm just saying, a lot of them that have their own, like Maple Grove. I don't know if you ever heard of Maple.
yeah.
I
Same,
did that
it's
a
the
long
same,
time ago. Yeah.
same gig though. They got their own sound, and then you get the door.
Yeah.
Up the steps.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's everybody's favorite part.
Up the steps.
they had, but this
Nick's cool, though. He's a
This
good player.
play we had this Best Damn Tacos. We ended up playing No Cigar by Melancholy, which is like the opening to Tony Hawk. Well, the guy, one guy just freaking loved it, and he just comes up and throws $100 on the speaker.
Get out
Yeah.
of here.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
It was awesome. I'm thinking it's a 20.
Yeah, so did I.
Chris looks at it, and we're thinking it's a 20, and then like I could see that it's not a 20, and I turn to Chris, I'm like, man, that's a hundo, and he's like, no shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we hook them up with T-shirts or a koozie, because the idea with that is, hey, you're going to use it, you're going to remember it, it's fun. We had a girl who got a free T-shirt and just whipped out her boobs for us. Right there, just
yeah.
changed, right?
Just
the show.
changed right
I
in
can't
front
believe
of
that was the third story.
So she takes her shirt off, and she has her bra on, and she puts our shirt on, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, whoa, that can't be it. And then she just turns towards the band and just like, whoop.
Yeah, here you go, freebies.
Wow, nice.
Hey, I love T-shirts.
Did you guys make any mistakes when that happened, or was it in between songs?
I don't know.
Now you know that.
I think it was in
we-
between.
If you got through the song while that happened, that's killer.
We are professionals.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do that where you guys, someone will throw a request at you? Did you ever just feel ornery enough to look at each other and know you never really played this song before? Sure. You're like, fuck, let's do it.
We learned one in the doorway of a Nirvana tune, remember?
Yeah.
And said, okay, here, learn this. 10 minutes, okay, good. And we played it the next set.
No kidding.
Yeah, and it
but you
was-
can do that because you don't have to sound like the song. If you
Well, that-
you don't have to be that. You can do whatever you want.
We're playing rock and roll, man.
It's like originals
How
almost.
hard is it?
Yeah.
It's like originals with a blueprint. It's what it is, right? It's what it's like.
And then I think we pissed a kid off because he was a younger guy. I'm sure he wanted to hear like "Smells Like Teen Spirit" or anything. We end up playing
Molly's
Lips
instead. That's fine.
But that's another thing that we like to do is we play a lot of mainstream stuff, but we like to like just pull something out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
you
you guys probably could do that as far as who your crowd is too. Like if you guys play something and you guys see, oh wow, we got a good response on that one. You can go to your bank and go, we got this and this that kind of like lend itself, knowing that this is what's.
There's a lot of shows.
Today, that's what's going to sell.
There's a lot of shows where we have to cut out like some of the Misfits songs. They're just a little bit too much for
Or you rearrange it. Chris is good. He comes up with a new set list each show, and he goes, okay, look, this is good. These are some good staples. We can pop in, a Misfits here, but then we'll follow it up with like "Hungry Like a Wolf," which people look at us and go, what the fuck was this? But they get that mix of something they haven't really heard a lot into something they do know, into now back to something that.
That's funny you said that. Like "Hungry Like the Wolf." There's a good example of what you guys said just at the beginning of this interview was good songs are good songs. And so you don't, like, I think especially when I was younger, I'm sure a lot of people agree. When you're younger and, you're almost like brainwashed with your music, I've become so much more diverse now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like ridiculously more. And so I remember when Duran Duran was taboo, and it was like, and a lot of it had to do with they were that one of the first pop bands that came out. Well, after some of the glam stuff in the 70s, but they were the makeup band. They were the British, that whole new wave thing. They were like the poster childs of that whole new wave thing at one point. And you either loved it or hated it. And a lot of people who were into rock and harder stuff despised anything that had to do with Duran Duran.
Right.
However,
they were the boy band. Oh, you got this pretty guy up front.
Right. Then as I get older, or as you get older, what you find out is, no, they wrote good songs too. At the time, they were put in some kind of a category that you were forbidden to like for whatever reason. But, as you get older, you start to see that you're like, well, that's a good song. And this is what's so cool about what your guys are doing. Because you guys now, you're all older guys now. You've been through bands and done this thing, you know so much freaking music. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got so much up in here that you can pilp. It's between all of you, it's probably endless, infinity amount of songs that you can actually pull from. Sure. And you guys aren't stuck in a genre. You guys are like, we'll do any genre.
Sure.
As long as we can do it.
We're pulling obscure things too, like In Excess.
Yeah.
Who's covering that?
No one.
We do Tear Us Apart.
And people know those songs and don't know they know them. That's another thing,
And you were talking earlier about things rotating. Look at the Gogos. They were a punk band.
Yeah.
They started as a punk band, and then the label got it in there and said, oh, you're going to be these pretty girls. And
we can pop you up.
And if you read, their Belinda Carlisle and stuff, she was a cokehead. She'll tell you. She just didn't print. But the point is, she got put into that, hey, you're this way. We do the Go-Go's.
Yeah, we do Vacation.
They're in the Rock Hall. But we do it the way the Go-Go's wanted to do it, which was punk. They push it, the speed goes up. And on that end, I like sitting in the back and watching somebody go, wait a minute. I know this song. I hear the words.
Yeah.
Wait, I know. And then they go, fuck, it's Paula Abdul. And they're back here bouncing around.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, okay, great, brown-eyed girl. It's not, because you get that
Why
bounce.
you keep on shitting on Van Morrison, man?
Well,
I'm just playing with you.
Tell me 3 other Van Morrison songs that you like.
Tupelo Honey.
Oh, Tupelo Honey.
What's the other one? Moondance.
Okay, fucker. There goes that.
All right,
I lose. You win.
I tell you what, I don't know the names of Van Morrison songs, but I do like.
Sure.
I do like his music.
You know it.
Yeah,
you know it.
Songs.
But we actually the NXS song we do. Some lady was like, "That was my wedding song," and she was hyped up because it was her wedding song.
Well, you guys don't have all those certain things in songs that let people know that that's that song, because you guys aren't trying to recreate the song.
No.
Follow what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You're not trying to recreate this song the way it was originally done. So there's notes and stuff that people identify that song with. They're like, oh, this is that song. Those aren't there. So the song is being played a little ways into it, and then they're like, hey, this is that freaking song, right? I mean, like, that's cool, though, because it's like a rediscovering of things. It's like a new song.
Right.
Like I say, it's like an original song with a blueprint, right? It's like what it really is.
I like announcing the song before, because I just want to see the people's reaction when
Yeah.
we start playing it. It's like country roads. When we do country roads, people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "All right, we're gonna do some John Denver for you."
Yeah, I was
And-
just thinking that's got to be the John Denver song you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
You play that?
Yeah. And then we started, it's just like, wow, na, 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 and we're just going into it, and they're like, and then I start singing, and they're like, Almost Heaven, West Virginia, and they're like, oh, shit.
And then
like,
He's really doing the
yeah,
song.
And typically Sonny's, rolls into some good funny stories with it, except that one's about a plane crash. But,
I always stay with that song, and I feel stupid because we do have so many people, and I usually do, like, it's hard to, like, during the week I try to think of things to say before songs just to kill time.
Sure.
But that one's usually, if anybody has taught you not to be an amateur pilot, it's John Denver.
which, hey,
You know, I should start following that song up with Vacation.
Oh, that'd be going to.
see,
But we like to do a lot of stupid, and we change the lyrics all the time. Like we're always snarky.
So these songs are just your playfield. There's a
Right,
little
right.
for you guys to do
people-
whatever you want.
But
with
people
them.
catch in on that and they like it.
Look,
Yeah.
we're just
I
a
think so
fun
too.
band.
Yeah, that's what it
We're
just
just
sounds
a
like.
fun band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Well, it's also you can go. I guess one of the things that really draw me to what you guys are doing is you can go at any Friday or Saturday night to 100 bars in Cleveland and see the same band.
Right.
Sure,
right.
sure,
And some of them are really good and some of them not so much.
right.
It sounds like coming to see you guys, you'll see a lot of those songs, but you're not going to see anything like that. Everyone else is doing that thing, but you guys are a whole different thing going on. You're still seeing the same songs. You're still seeing all them songs that you can see anywhere else, but these aren't the same songs you're seeing anywhere
Right.
else.
Yeah, they've morphed.
Which changes the way you would think about going to see in a band that night, right? I mean,
Right.
a lot of people are going to get up there. Like, how many times do you say to yourself, or you hear other people say, "Let's just do something fucking different"?
Right.
You don't want to go do the same thing. You don't want to go see the same thing.
Right.
That's what you
And-
guys. That's your niche.
We're not stiffs. Like if somebody wants to come talk to us, I don't care if it's in the middle of a song. Like we'll fuck around with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll
right.
have fun with anybody. Remember Santa?
Oh, Santa.
Santa
Yes.
came up to us in the middle.
That,
of
that
a
was his
song.
name, by the way.
Yeah.
It was Santa.
He introduced himself as Santa.
Yeah.
Damn right. And it was early in the night. It wasn't 9.
Right,
It wasn't
right.
11.
I
it
think
wasn't,
he was there since
It wasn't
noon.
the last set.
Probably.
Santa was feeling no
He's
pain.
like, you guys know ZZ Top. And we're like, well, yeah, but it's not what we're doing right now. But all right. And he's like, I want you guys to do Tush. So we're like, Chris looks at Aaron and he's like, all right, let's go.
Just follow
So
me.
we do it, dude. I give Santa my mic and
There you
let him
go.
go to town.
Yeah,
And
we're-
he
No,
went
man,
to town.
you let
I
him
mean,
sing?
I went over to Chris's mic and like
Helped him out.
helped him when he needed it. But I was just like, cool, I get a break.
Which was a lot.
And
He needs a lot of that.
I actually went and sat down at a bar table for a little bit. And I was like, cool, I get a break.
Yeah, to watch the band.
Yeah, we're 4 songs in at that point. It's early.
Yeah,
And
that was early. That was
Santa's
good.
Santa wasn't in 4 songs. He was down the road a bit.
But
Hours and hours. of
that's the
drinking.
good thing, though, is, people don't realize one interaction like that. I don't know how many bands I've seen in a bar where they're just like,
Try to be. That's not professional.
they want to be so cool and like that they're better, or there's a lot of ego in the scene, and
You guys
man,
have stripped down a lot of ego.
one interaction with somebody in the bar like that, it goes such a long way for the rest of the night. That was our 4th song in. The rest of the night we had people.
It's a huge icebreaker, right? People
Yeah.
are so
Yeah.
now comfortable with you guys.
Right.
For sure.
You know, you're one of them.
Right.
You're just one.
And we don't do backing tracks. There's a lot of bands that do, and that's okay, right? We don't need keyboards, on our songs.
That's because you can't keep time.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
That's why you couldn't put tracks in.
Wait, I went to Parma school, so counting to 4 is a good thing. But after 4, I'm lost. So, but Chris is like, look, we're gonna do this the way we can do this. Do we want to put in keyboards and stuff? Okay, no. But the point of that is, we're not regimented to go. Okay, now we're on this song. This is the keyboard song. It's coming in 4. Go with this. We can turn it. Somebody throws something at us, and we can do that. So.
Yeah. Well, you guys could also do things like the reason you don't need keyboards is because you could take any song that has keyboards, which you obviously have plenty of them, and just if that's a serious melody in that song, the guitar does it now.
Exactly.
And then
We
who
do-
cares? Done.
We do just what I needed.
Yeah.
And
all kinds.
Keyboard parts done on guitar.
Absolutely.
And it's fine.
And the
Sounds
hard
great.
thing is you find a keyboard track that's going that fast at a punk rock speed, you're not going to find it.
No.
No. Unless somebody can record that. Pat, hello. That's something you can do? He has a big smile.
I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, we're a stripped down, fun band.
You're
know
not.
what I mean,
And like we could use another guitar player, but it's like no, let's just. And Aaron's good enough where
Solid.
he's back and forth.
There's a certain amount of dirty, grungy stuff that's got to go on in your music, or you can't sell it as any
Right,
punk
right.
whatsoever.
Right.
And if you can start adding more instruments, you start trying to thicken your sound here, do that there, you're just lost.
right.
And we do have, and the good thing is we get a lot of girls dancing.
Yeah.
So if you got a girl at a bar dancing, that helps the bartender because people want to stay. And hey, my girlfriend, and let's take pictures and let's start bouncing around.
Oh, 100%.
And that's what it's about. Because really, that girl's going to be done that night and go home to her kids and whatever else is going on in normal life. But at this point, this is her break from.
From reality.
I just want to go home and bring more of her friends next time. I don't give a damn about her
couple
kids.
sisters, somebody.
Somebody.
Fuck it, sell some Tupperware.
Bring your kids.
Sell Tupperware at our show. We don't care. Etsy, whatever you want. Just fucking knit something. Just bring your
damn
friends.
kids.
Have a drink.
That was cool about that taco place is like it's kind of a restaurant feel. So my wife came up with our kids. We had kids there. We
It was
had
a
some of
family
our
punk
regular
event.
Yeah,
It was.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
They
it
got
was
up.
cool.
They got up on stage.
Yeah,
and
my kids
sang.
got up for Pet Cemetery and sang the chorus.
Oh.
So,
He's like, I take care of my kids with
take care of
tacos.
my kids with tacos.
That was
Holy
that
time.
probably was cool for them.
Oh yeah. My son had a blast. My daughter's a little bit more timid, not at home, but out in public she's a little more timid. But my son, he was just that's all he could talk about.
that
for
made his
3
day.
days.
Man, that shit you guys did last night was great.
Oh, awesome.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
dude.
Thank you.
I gotta say, Solid Gold, really, man. What a cool place to play at. You guys rocked that joint.
And that polka song you sang with us
Yes.
was the best.
It was
Dude,
awesome.
I love Stosh.
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to hang out with a guy named Stosh. Taught me all kinds of polka. And I was
I like
gonna-
polka.
Yeah. Well,
I'm half Polish. So.
I've never
can you
heard.
play it? Because we're looking for a polka band. We're like trying to kill ourselves to get one on here.
We'll do punk rock.
You
polka.
guys will do.
He's
Punk
got
rock.
a- he's
We'll
got-
come back.
He's got a
That's a great idea.
he's got a polka guy.
I do got a polka guy.
He's in like a German polka band.
I totally do.
Dude.
We had
When
this
you
guy,
leave, I'll talk to you about
Yes,
that.
sir.
I want to get his name and stuff.
we had this guy out of the show, and he's totally not into punk music. Like he's in a polka band, like not in. Although I like polka, but
I bet you
this
do.
guy was dancing all around to our stuff. I couldn't believe it. He's got this Germany shirt on. He's like dancing
No
around.
kidding.
Yeah.
And he looks like Stephen King. So
He
he's
does kind of look like Stephen
a
King.
Stephen King polka
or
guy.
Dwight Schrute.
I love that. I always want to get Stephen King in here. I'll tell people he's Stephen King and interview him.
Right there you go.
Yeah, I'll just be like, that's really him. People are like, no, it's not. Like, it really is.
Yeah, so anything coming up August 13th, we're playing Pro Row Tavern in Cleveland. And August 27th, we're playing an after party for a downhill skate event at Yorktown Lanes, the Inferno Lounge at Yorktown Lanes, which is a freaking awesome place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
what's
really
going
is.
on there? So they're doing it too. I see that they got a bunch of bands.
They
playing
got
there.
their own setup.
Sound guy is phenomenal.
Oh,
Yes.
really? They got
Really,
sound
really
there
good.
and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a drummer for
Yeah.
something else, and the owners of the bar are great. So one of the owners plays stand-up bass in a rockabilly band. So he gets a nice crowd. They do a car show every year, rockabilly car show, and we talked to them and said, hey, we're doing this thing for this downhill place. We play that punk rock kind of stuff, and they're like, we're in.
And we played there before.
Yes.
I mean, we had a great turnout there.
packed.
It was. We seriously probably had like 80 people.
And
there.
nowhere to sit. It was great.
Yeah.
What is it? So you guys have seen this before? You actually have watched this event?
Oh, the downhill?
Yeah.
He has.
So
His
tell
son's
me a
in
little
it.
bit about the event. What is it?
It's unsanctioned, nice way to put it. And there'll be some of it over at Steelyard, actually. The hill next to it, directly not the one you come down the hill, but the street right next door. There's a straight downhill, so they do a slide event. Then they go down to the Metro Parks, which is
In
the next
Tremont?
stop. Yeah, right over by the old Sokolowskis.
Oh.
And they race it, and they have drones and things. So the last event, they had about 75 to 80 people, and they're guessing around 140 this time.
Oh, no kidding.
So they'll go all around, but they're like, hey, skaters love this kind of music. Bring it. So we're like, we're in. We're sold. So
Yeah.
we're going to be the official for that.
Hell
It's nice.
yeah. You guys are going to be like the Tony Hawk soundtrack
There we
for
go.
this show, right?
There we go.
Except I'll fall down and hurt myself.
Are you going to get up there and try anything? This crazy stuff? Are you doing it?
Fuck no.
Hey,
That's a big
I got
fuck
9
no.
There's
toes.
not enough Adderall in the world.
I got 9 toes. I got a problem with balance.
Me and Chris found my old Black Label skateboard, and we were at the end of my driveway, and this dude bit it so hard, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna try again.
Yeah, there's this new thing out called copay, and it's not small. So I no one wants the copay.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm twirling something, baby. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, no. We're just trying to get back out there. Get in more spots, get in, bigger venues.
Yeah,
I love to open for somebody. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see us.
See, I think you could because, like I said, you're not really a cover band. You are, but you are. You are.
Yeah.
You are. You are. It's
Yeah.
kind of like that weird thing you're doing. It's a mashup. Like you're like changing everything.
Especially with the like if we had a half an hour set or a 45-minute set, I mean, we can knock that out of the park. I mean, we play 4 hours a night. And punk, we're playing 70 songs, right?
Well, that's the other thing too.
You know what I mean?
It is.
Well, it's one thing that it's punk. It's the other thing that you're playing them 150 miles an hour,
Yeah.
so they can fit a lot of songs into
Right,
one
right.
night.
Yeah, hydration packs, drinking that. These guys are all
cramps
having
up a
beer, having fun.
You don't drink beer?
I can't. I'll do one bourbon early on, and then these guys are all having fun, drinking beer, and I'm pounding water because I'm playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
same
I get the
speed.
mom talk the next day, like, dude, you were wasted. And I was like, yeah, I know. It's like I know I got
That was the
wasted.
purpose of his drinking.
Right.
I took it a little bit too far that night, but it won't be like that the next day.
Sorry, I have to drink water and eat a cheese stick in the middle of it, like third grade.
Yeah,
to keep alive.
He
Have
brings
your snack, Steve. Have your snack.
He brings a lunchbox and he's like, I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I got this. I got that. And I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys a story now.
Okay.
So me and Pat are in a band together called Burning Bridges. We're playing Kelly's. That was over there in Lakewood Heights Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
There's
there.
a
exactly
there's
what
a
that's at.
there's
By
a
the
pre-laugh coming in here.
So we're going on to our third set, and these guys are like, I'm like, dude, we got to get on. I mean, the break is already like 30 minutes long. I'm like, dude, we got to go back on.
Right.
So these two, him and our guitar player Don at the time, are pretty hammered, and they're like, "Oh, wait, we got nachos coming." So we start our third setup with a table in the middle of the stage where we're playing,
Shut
and
up.
our nachos are there.
Nice.
And these two are eating nachos while they're playing the fucking.
That's
awesome. That's great.
So what you're saying is you guys are professionals too.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Can you use a nacho chip as a pick? I don't know.
Oh, there was nights that I would
You tried.
because you guys know people will buy you endless beers.
Oh,
And
and
especially
shots.
the singer.
I hate shots.
Especially the singer.
I hate
it
shots.
never stops because you're the front guy. Everyone's trying to talk to you.
No one
and
talks
I would
to the
have
bass player,
empties.
it's fine.
No. The bass player though is the most sought after guy in every band though. He's needed everywhere and you never have a hard time finding a gig.
He gets the most hugs from the back.
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Oh,
The
he
most
gets a
hugs?
lot of hugs.
I'm a cuddler.
Is that what happens? The girls come up to you?
Oh, but
and-
I mean, look,
Is it
look at us. I mean, he's the best looking one. Everybody, all the girls go after Chris.
All right, we're gonna go. We're out of here. We'll see you later.
Hey, thanks
Fruit Squad.
thanks
See
for
you
having
guys.
us.
Brute
Yeah,
Squad,
love you.
Brute Squad on Facebook. You want to go to facebook.com.
So you guys do you have a website?
CLE.
Oh yeah.
We
It's on-
don't have a website.
Oh, okay.
No,
It's on the
but
koozie,
Twitter,
Facebook.
Instagram,
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah,
Okay.
Brute Squad CLE.
All right, guys.
Yep. All right, thanks.
We'll talk to you later. We're out of here.
Love you.
That'll be fine.